Welcome back to another episode of Exalted Edge of Creation. The fight is well underway, and while you might have wondered, listener, what has happened to Jules this whole time, um, the same would be also true of my other Lunars, um, and also, what's been going on in the background.
Nope, don't give a damn about them.
you're, you're after the one.
You don't.
You're after one fun thing. That's why I said the listeners might be wondering. While the fight has been taking place up here, you guys in close proximity, um, it is often described in combat that your perceptions shrink down to what's just directly around you. And for the most part, that's the case here. However, while this fight is going on, it is not the only place the fight is going on. Below these long streams of sort of rib cages with the arms still attached in long chains have ran up to the wall and then just forced themselves up the wall.
Yep.
And they're basically siege ladders.
Yep.
And behind them coming in is armies of Soldat, as well as other undead that are climbing the wall. They have also started firing siege weapons. And down there, the genius of Plate and Bone is commanding the rest of the armies.
I thought you said they weren't sold at.
What do you mean?
Mistress of Plate and Bone and this Passion.
No, this is the genius of Plate and Bone, so it's someone entirely different.
No. She's the one you guys talked to before.
Yeah, I thought you said they weren't sold at.
When did I say that?
You said that last session. I said, yeah, these guys are totally... I thought, forget it, whatever, continue.
The guys up on the wall are not.
The guys
The army down
coming
below
up the wall
that are coming up the wall are.
Whatever. Anyways, next.
And while Jules was ready to get involved in this fight up here, he sees a signal and moves to the east, like turns into a Thunderbird, moves to the east end of the wall. And you can see flame and lightning and flying bodies coming from that side as the Lunars make their assault on that location in the wall. If you get a chance to look over there, yeah, you'll see him as a Thunderbird striking down the wall. You'll see what is effectively a elephant-sized Komodo dragon that is breathing fire down on the sections of the wall and just moving forward. And then coming behind them is effectively a werewolf that is basically taking things and throwing them, as well as riding upon the lizard at times to jump and strike at people. Anyway, back to our fight.
Last time we left off.
Boltzmann's turn, as we are now at the top of the initiative order. And he is going to try to lead his army again. 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I've been rolling like crazy on these. And then he will make an attack on the your army there. So he comes in and just starts swinging the shield, which is razor sharp on the edges, and then coming through behind it with the punching dagger. So he's trying to just mutilate people with it.
Okay.
2 successes. No, 3.
That exactly hits.
Oh, that does hit?
They have a 3 defense.
Yep. All right.
Soak is 9.
So that's 3, 4. 2 damage. The guy's on you, and Scott and Tim and Passion.
Siku Mora's fashion.
Yep, but they're not able to attack Otto.
I'm too pretty.
Yep, they're too pretty to attack you.
He's the guy that hides underneath the table and yells commands at people.
Defense?
I am for my defense this time. Well, since I've just thrown their boss into the wall of the thing, I can't keep him between me and them.
No.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to acrobatically, like, just when one of them rushes me, I'm gonna use him. I'm trying to use him as a springboard, pushing him back into the others to leap at the
Okay.
guy,
And
back over towards the guy.
I just picture you almost like a Gorilla Grodd in this situation. Like the guys are coming running in and you're just grabbing with any of the four limbs that happen to be handy.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
smash, throw, smash, drag, crush them against the wall and keep going.
I'm going for the weaving through them. They come at me. It's like, okay, block with the my spear shaft, and then hook it behind them and push them behind me, and then hook another guy, push them into each other, duck under things, under their strikes, and like dive through between their legs, come up behind them, and they go swing around. I just follow their back, keeping my back to theirs, moving around.
Okay. So you guys can both add one to your defense. There's 6 attack coming in.
when that hits.
6.
So that hits you exactly then.
Yep. Hold on.
So one that hit on you.
Drifting leaf.
Yeah, something like that. So that is.
He has a thing to say. Matches don't hit.
And Scott, what was your soak?
It's gonna be 7. This is withering.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's withering.
Yeah.
Just
Is
3 damage. So that'll be
3, isn't that 2?
not
10s don't count, and it's 2 for damage.
it does on withering, it doesn't on decisive.
You said it doesn't for any of it the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that was one of the things I figured out that I was doing wrong this last time. For withering, 10s count as 2. Yeah, I was messing that one up.
Yeah, because we split it as they count as 1 for the whole campaign.
We'll just leave it as 2 for this. Which one were you?
So that crashes me. That puts me at 0 then.
Well,
If-
we'll just do 2.
Then it puts me at 1.
Which
Yeah,
one?
the dark
this
green.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they don't hit me.
Okay, you added 1 to your defense.
I added 2 to my defense. But
All right.
I'm actually above the guy that's on 1 because he's
Okay.
actually at 0.
This guy's
So
at
that
this,
guy's at 0.
this
Oh,
guy's
that
at 0.
guy's at 0. That
This
guy's
guy's
at
at
1.
1.
Okay.
That's
But
the
you haven't
archer.
gone yet, so you still are up. I had you below the line.
my things are very cheap.
What?
All my things
you're
are
trying to
very,
be pretty
very
cheap.
cheap.
So that's them.
I don't think I-
And then we have the 2 battle groups going at the same time.
Yeah.
be fighting each other again.
Yep. They're doing their passing blows.
Clash.
Yeah, they're clashing. They got 10.
So they beat me by 4. Did I get the other guy though?
Oh, what did you get?
6.
He hasn't been attacked by anybody else, so no.
Who did you get attacked by last time then?
Well,
6
I
hit
was
him
just
last
checking.
time.
I don't think he's been attacked by anybody other than your battle group. I was just making sure.
Well, because 6 hit him last time, I rolled 6 successes.
I
Yeah,
thought
but you had
10.
gone before and stuff.
I thought you got like 10 against them last time. I think it was 6
Yeah.
net on these guys. So you said it was net 4 in their favor?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your soap?
9.
So it'll be 3. They're still at full, or they
Yeah.
still have some magnitude left.
Mhm.
Okay. That's them. And, yeah, didn't take damage. So now we're at the 3s. So this is Morez and Passion at the same time.
Okay. I will be attacking this bow guy, withering attack.
Okay.
So I did the.
Get your 5 essence back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that. So I did the spear thing on him, and then I did some dodging around some people. So then I dodge around this guy who's one of the gooks, like swinging around him, get behind his back. And I'm going to use him as like to block the bow's guy vision of me. So I'm kind of coming in from. He doesn't know which direction I'm coming from this guy, and I'll swing around this guy and come in from a very odd angle with the spear.
Okay. That's a cool idea. You can have your stunt dice for that.
Cool.
Are you spending any essence on it?
No.
Okay.
I think I've got a big enough dice pool.
He has been attacked once. No, Passion hit him as well. So he's actually at a 2 point of onslaught.
6.
Alright, that's 1 net hit.
Awesome. And then for damage on a withering attack, it's the damage of the weapon plus your skill or
Strength.
Strength. Okay. What's his soap?
Oh, sorry, 14.
Forgot about the one's net success. I have no dice.
So what's your minimum?
You're overwhelming.
Yeah, what was level of overwhelming this is spearhead?
Because my dice pool is 9 damage for the weapon, 3 strength, plus the one net success.
Yeah. So yeah, what's your overwhelming?
1.
So
Okay.
you do 1 damage.
Well, is he doing it to initiative? So that will crash.
That'll
him,
still
right?
crash him.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And this was you, so you go 1 for successful hit, 1 for the initiative damage, and then 5. Got him for 10. All right. That's all you needed.
Mm-hmm.
Passion is going to try and mess with the battle group, I think. 14. And sure, she'll spend 5. But she gets back anyway. No, I marked it. He sucks. No, there's a 10 there. That guy's not too bad. Nothing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the battle group there. As an evade 5. I don't think anything's attacked that battle group, so that's just tied.
No, they're clashed.
Oh, that's true. No,
So, yeah.
This battle group is the one she's attacking.
Oh.
I don't think anybody's attacked it.
No.
So, yeah, it's just a exact tie. So she does hit. And, yeah, I think their soak takes care of it. Yep. So she does 1 damage to him. That's the first damage they've taken. but she gets 1 initiative for a successful hit. All right.
Me.
CQ.
Okay. I'm going to flurry this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to summon my initiative.
Okay.
So I'll get -3, so I'll roll 7 dice.
Oh, gotcha.
And get 3 successes.
So 4.
Then I'm just going to just run. I'm just running straight at the guy that I just threw into the wall.
Yeah.
And I've just got the whole avalanche effect coming behind me because I'm at that level.
You're at full icon.
And I'm just going to do another vicious lunge and get him into a grapple.
See if you can. You don't have to do it decisive. You can do it withering.
Yeah, I'm doing it withering.
Yeah, he is not doing so good with these grapples.
The grapple. Thing that makes everybody equal.
Yeah, the great equalizer. Because he has a freaking 7 parry. It's just not coming into play.
Fuck, man. How do you get a 7 parry?
Just what they the 3 of them
Dex
have
plus
that.
stamina.
Okay.
And
I think they're.
Or no, his melee is super high. And
Yeah, I think their numbers are calculated differently than your guys' are. I mean, I'm just going off of what it says here.
Oh, that's shiny.
But these guys are supposed to be pretty brutal enemies.
yeah.
I am going to use my Thunder's Might to reroll my failures.
You have a charm to reroll failures.
For like grapples and stuff like that. Strength
Wow.
stuff.
That's a pretty strong ability.
Got 9 right there in black.
Alright, so that's going to be 6.
It's 1 net.
1 net, so that's 1 round I've got him. Extra round I'm going to...
You can savage him.
I will savage him witheringly.
So yeah, you make a melee attack with him having 0 defense.
Two for making a penalty.
We're going to lose him after this.
No, he has him now and another round.
So that's going to be 3 on his initiative.
No, he was at 0. That's that, and you go up 3, 6, 7, and then 1 more for a successful attack.
Plus 3 because Vicious Lunge gives me automatically an extra 3 initiative.
3, so you're at 11. Yeah, you get that initiative right quick. All right.
And just think if I had rolled well on my initiative.
Constantine, his turn starts with him taking poison damage. 1, 2. So he loses 2 initiative. He was at 0 as well. And Constantine says, irreversible chaos will not go down this easily. And he is going to try to disengage. 6, 7, 8. So he is in melee, I think, with you and with
Her and
Whereas,
oh gosh, yeah.
Well, if we're all in the same melee with that group, then he's in melee with me too.
He actually moved back. Dan had to move closer to get to them. Because
if he's in melee with all the people that are in melee with the big group that's also in melee with me, because we're all in melee, then we should all be in melee.
Right. What I'm saying. Okay. When the fight started, they came in and they started to fight Clausius, and then had to move a range band to get to where he's at, as part of their movement.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So how is the group in melee with both all of us and them? All of them and me, then, if we're separated by a range band.
Dan moved away
like I
from
said,
you.
they attacked Clausius, and then on their turn they had to move a range band to get to where he's at. They were in melee with him. They are not now. Like, he hasn't been attacking any of them except for you. And the archer has been shooting at you from 1 range band away. So, short range.
Yeah. Yeah, when
right.
Dan
but
was
if
dis-
he's
when-
if he's in melee with Morris and Passion, who are in melee with the group that I'm in melee, so we're all
Well,
in melee together.
okay.
Then how are they in melee with this guy who's a range
With-
band away?
The battle group is big enough to be a full range band, so it's in melee. with
Alright.
them. If that's what you're
the terms just don't make sense because you're using the same terms for different things. So that's where I'm getting confused.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm using terms from D&D and Exalted at the same time. But yeah, he's one range band from where you are at. But he's gonna try to do this disengage. So you, Otto and Morez get to counter this with your rush dice pool.
Ooh, good time to use that.
As expected.
Five.
Although I'm actually fine with him getting away.
Oh, she matched him. No, she beat him.
I got 3.
Oh, so he would have got away from both of you guys, but he doesn't get away from Passion. So I think that stops him,
If he succeeded, then he would get a range band away from us,
but
but not
from
her,
Okay.
is my guess.
Plus dexterity plus dodge against dexterity plus athletics. All of his opponents they move short range. If one of the opponents gets if any opponent beats the disengage roll, he is incapable of moving away. Yep. So she stops him from getting away.
Yay.
And that's his turn. That's what he tried to do this turn.
Okay.
And then, oh yeah, classes. What has he got left? Oh, and I should have taken 2 dice off of his dice pool anyway, because he's at like a -4 right now. So 4 dice.
He's grappled right now.
Yeah, so he can try to escape, and I think that's it. So yeah, he tries to do the control grapple check against
Okay,
you.
don't forget he's got the -2 like me.
Yep.
He's at -4 total now.
Yes, this is.
He's in -2 wound penalty. Does he have more than that?
Oh, well, you said he was at -4.
That
Oh no,
he was talking
no.
about, the
I was
archer.
talking about the archer.
Oh,
The archer's at -4. He has 2 for the poison and 2 for a wound penalty. And actually, I guess it's 3, not 4. Well, Celsius rolled really good to try to get out of the grapple.
Did he roll 6 good?
7 good.
So he broke the grapple.
Not that it matters. He would have got free on his next turn anyway, but he gets free early. Yay. So he's free to grapple.
That's,
well, more importantly, he doesn't have an extra turn to break him next
That's
time.
true. And our last thing,
Ah,
is this your... No.
that's me.
That's you.
That's a me.
It's a me.
It's a me, Mario.
The guy at -4.
Okay.
But you're at Iconic, so I think you're going to do something here.
Yep.
Don't forget to describe your anima in it.
Um,
Your anima banner.
yes. A double-headed eagle is flying over me.
Okay.
This is the Roman one, not the Nazi one.
Yes. The Aquila. And it is basically 2 minds controlling one body for one purpose. What it's representing here. And it is crying, screech, as I activate terrifying apparition of glory.
what does it do?
Let me read. The solar burns with fearsome power, transforming into an icon of terrible majesty. The solar activates this charm when her anima is at bonfire. This charm inflicts supernatural terror upon all who see the solar. This is modeled as a threatened action, but requires no words and suffers no penalty from being unspoken or without specific gesture, the solar is simply terrifying to behold. This effect also ignores the penalty for group influence. Trivial opponents and most animals, even attack animals, will simply flee the solar's presence. Those who fail their resolve checks also flee. In combat, this effect can be perceived out to long distance, recurs every round without the need of a flurry, and may be resisted for the rest of the scene by paying 1 willpower and 5 initiative.
Wow.
Finally, a terrorized battle group suffers a loss of 3 dice from its route checks when faced with the solar's immense and terrifying spiritual force.
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay, so trivial enemies are gone, but that's okay. Whatever. But everybody has to make a resolve roll. Anyone who fails their resolve roll has to retreat.
Does that include us?
Think
No.
it includes allies.
So we roll our resolve.
We don't have to. We're allies.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
So I
good.
think they just have to get 1 success on it then.
Yep.
That
Well,
sucks. They would all
it's-
be running.
It's a threatened action, so it's an intimidation check, but it requires no words. So I believe that's.
Let's see if I can find threat real quick.
The lunars are going.
Social influence.
Even eagles and avalanches.
Yeah.
And the eagle does look almost like a purple eagle because it is essentially the corona effect of a eclipse as its outline.
Right.
So it's sort of light and dark, so it looks almost purple.
So don't look at it unless you have special eyewear. Or the president.
The president.
You didn't see that picture?
No. Of him looking at the eclipse.
Yeah, they
without-
came out on the balcony with the eclipse glasses. Looked at it, took his eclipse glasses off, and went. And his people down below on the green were like, "Don't look at it."
He had to have had his eyes closed or something. I don't know. Like,
Why would he do that?
because, okay, so either they're keeping it quiet because he screwed up. Because if he had
Okay,
done
so
it,
it doesn't
and
say
not-
it doesn't say you don't
not
have to
affected
roll.
him,
I think
he'd be
you have to roll
bragging
against
about
their
it
resolve.
already.
So you're just not getting any penalties to
Yeah.
the roll.
Charisma presence then? Or
Um,
appearance presence?
I'm gonna go for appearance presence for this.
Do you have +3 because of harmonious presence?
It's harmonious. That's why it's scarier.
And I'm going to spend 3 more motes.
And so they have to spend 5 initiative and a willpower to resist.
Yep.
Guess who can't do that?
And I'm activating Blazing Glorious Icon
Oh gosh.
to get a further +2. And basically, I activate this, and I'm like, "You will leave."
My wall.
Yeah.
So yeah, you probably just stop this fight from happening. This war.
Not quite that much.
Yeah, no.
Their resolve. Okay, there it is.
3 successes.
Okay, that's not enough to stop Constantine or Clausius. It is enough to stop the battle groups, though. Both of them.
What about the battle group coming up the wall?
The ones that are coming up where you guys are gonna be like, never mind. Let's go somewhere else.
Gonna go back down now.
Well, it does affect it out to long range.
Yeah. So it's like they're like. Because it's a living siege ladder that they're
Yeah.
on. It's like, hey, yo.
Yeah. So and basically my anima's flying through every person right now. The eagle just.
So yeah, they're basically gonna retreat. Both battle groups are. But yeah, the two big guys, you didn't get enough successes on it to stop them.
Well, that just makes it easier to get to them and
Yep.
kill them.
Does that count as a successful attack?
It's not an attack, so no. It would be a successful action, so I think I'll call it anyway, but not an attack. Successful action, same thing.
Right. Now everybody's back.
Yep. So at the top, I think that's Siku,
Yep.
because that guy gets initiative like nobody's business.
Seriously,
It's like,
kill this
oh, what?
motherfucker.
I'm at 3? I'll be at 17 by the end of the round. Or rather, what were you at, -2 when you got up to 17 that turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I went back
But
down
that
to
was
3 in the same
That's because
round.
he crashed the guy that crashed him.
Yep.
But yes.
So I am going to vicious lunge him again.
Seriously, kill this guy.
I wouldn't be surprised. This could very well be it.
Can you vicious lunge like right there?
Yeah, it doesn't require me being distanced.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
can just be like,
He's been in he has been in close contact with this guy since the fight started.
Yeah.
So let me use the correct term here. He's been in close contact with this guy since the fight started.
ever since that first jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm initiating the grapple.
Okay. He's only got 8 to resist it now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's really shitty.
Yeah, that's really shitty. That's an 8 right there.
That's it right there.
Well, his capabilities of defense have gone down a bit.
And,
Oh, you're gonna do the reroll again?
yeah, and didn't really help. A little bit.
Well, he's only
7.
got 4, so.
So 3 in that round.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my reflexive to just... I'm just going to, like,
Punt.
Lethal Savage?
pile drive. I'm
Yeah.
just going to pick him up, pile drive him right. So,
Brutally effective.
Hammer this guy into
first my initiative goes up
3.
3 because I
Successful.
succeeded in the grapple.
Yeah, and then you're
And then
gonna
this is
spend
going
it
to
all.
be a decisive.
So you had 14 that you're getting from it.
Plus I roll for net heads.
Yep.
and minus his defense or soak or whatever.
Well, we'll get to that. He has to do the melee attack first.
Oh, right. With
Yes,
the-
he gets to roll 3 times. So basically, he gets his combo off himself for his attack.
This is why a grappler will usually beat a striker.
Yep.
So 2 net successes.
Wow. Okay,
Oh, man.
that's 2.
So that's going to be 16 minus.
So his soak is 14.
Oh wait, I forgot. Forgot to roll the extra dice because it's decisive.
Oh yeah.
So I get,
you add 4. Was it 4 successes
Mhm.
net?
Yeah.
Yes, you add 4 dice to that.
That's another 4.
Nice.
Nice.
So
what's
6. So that's 20 dice right now minus
Okay.
his soak.
Yeah, and
14.
his soak is still 14.
So 6
So
dice.
basically, what you got over there, because it cancels out your initiative. Come on, big money.
1.
Oh, rugged.
He's got such a high soak.
He does.
That's the problem.
He's an armor tank. You're a health tank.
Well, no, he's got the same hit points I do.
Yes.
He's
He's a
taking the
double
same
tank.
damage. We're at the same.
He's a boss monster.
Yep.
All right. Morez and.
Well, he's 1 less than me now. He's taking 1 more decisive damage than I
Oh.
have.
Okay. I haven't. He's taken 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13.
13 because I've taken 12.
Okay.
Because I did 4 to him, he did 4 to me.
Oh,
The other guy did 4 to me. Then
Yeah.
he did 8 to me. Then I did 8 to him, and now I've done 1 to him. So we're exactly doing the same.
You're in the lead.
Okay. I'm going.
And I think I'm
to-
doing the overwhelming wrong. I think overwhelming is even if your dice pool is removed, you still do at least this many dice of damage, not
Uh-huh.
necessarily damage.
Okay, I'm going
Oh, well.
to decisive attack this archer guy. I want to kill him.
All right. So describe your attack. I'll describe his defense.
Okay. So I keep going at him with this thrust. I'm gonna
Well,
do
remember,
something.
she blocked his retreat,
Uh-huh.
So he's still stuck there.
So he's still stuck
so
there.
you could use her.
Oh, you know what?
Ooh.
For the damage,
Yeah.
I forgot to add the
Oh.
6 because I gave up 4
Yeah.
extra dice for giving up 4 rounds of control.
Oh, so it's 4 straight up damage, or is it 4
No,
dice?
it's 4 dice.
Okay. Yeah.
You forgot a lot of dice this time.
That's another 2 damage.
Okay.
You did 3 damage to him too.
That's
Okay.
relevant.
He's still -2. You
Yeah.
should have 2 more boxes of -2 unmarked. Should be 4 damage away from being incapacitated.
No, he doesn't have exactly the same HP as you. He's only
Okay.
3 damage away from being incapped.
Okay.
That's right. I'm still the biggest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been.
It's not my fault I'm the biggest and the strongest.
Can you imagine if you had charms to heal yourself in combat?
Oh God.
There's not a lot of them in this edition.
know.
There's really not that
Um,
much. Or in this
So
system.
yeah, I've been coming at him with these thrusts to his chest this entire time. So now I'm coming for his head, this time with thrust. So she blocked his way, so he did a jump to try to get out of there.
Yeah, he tried to jump up on the wall and run along the wall,
Uh-huh.
and she basically slapped one of his feet, and so he rolled back down.
So yeah, he rolls back down, and I dive at him, and spear coming down on his face.
On his face.
Yeah.
All right.
Could you imagine if I wore armor?
Yeah. For his defense, as you come down at his head, he's going to slide his quiver in the way and let you replace his backbone with your spear. So he'll have a new backbone.
Okay, now that that's done, okay, I have to describe how I would do this, may I? While you guys are collecting dice and rolling.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, how I would have done it is go ahead, collect your dice and roll. I don't want to take up time.
Okay. So
Uh,
it's Dex plus.
You don't have your accuracy pool built
Oh.
up on there?
No.
Or are you doing withering, or are you doing...
This is
Dice,
decisive.
dice, dice.
So it
it's
doesn't
just
include the
your
accuracy of the weapon.
So it's just dex plus
Melee.
melee.
Okay. And
So,
then
yeah.
+2 for my stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Good.
So how I would do it, go ahead and start your roll. Is as he's running on the thing, so the spear
Never
comes
computer.
up to try to trip him, and as he goes to try to jump over it or whatever, the spear comes up to bisect his.
Okay.
Make him a eunuch.
Yep. He'll be better at his job.
Oh.
Politicians would all be better if they were eunuchs. I mean, just ask the Persians. Or the Ottomans, sorry. Close to die. Does he have any onslaught right now? 'Cause he's way down here, so he reset and you didn't attack him, so he should be at full right now.
These done with
Tim
these
gonna-
two?
No, those were not roll.
Those were not roll. Okay. 12.
Okay. Well then.
Yeah, he got a lot of successes.
That's net 5.
Awesome.
So your initiative of 10 plus
So
5 is
15.
15.
Minus 1.
No, his soak is much less than 14.
His is 12.
So you have 3 dice.
3 dice. Still disappointing.
Yeah.
And then plus the 5.
Yeah, if you didn't add the 5 in, then add the 5 in. What's your
Yeah.
damage?
Oh no, I did add it. I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
add the
15 minus 12 is 3.
stuff. Okay. Yeah, just
Okay.
the-
Yep.
No, that was before the thing roll.
You're gonna throw in a charm, but you forgot.
Yeah, I should have thrown in that fire one that I did the automatic damage.
Oh, that does automatic damage.
Oh yeah, your successes apply or go straight over to damage.
Yeah. Should have done
I
that.
did interrupt him. It might have broken his train of
you
thought.
interrupted my thought there.
Sure. So you just make those 3 into damage instead of dice.
Okay.
Yeah, basically is what that boils down to. Is you don't get any more dice in your dice pool, but it turns into straight up damage.
So he takes 3 damage.
Yeah.
So you just those 3 dice were automatic successes.
Okay.
Don't forget to spend the.
Yeah. There.
Voted.
I got it.
Has 2 more. All right, he's still in -1s, but it's 3 more damage on him.
Yeah.
And that resets you to 3. Boltzmann is suddenly finding himself alone on the front line.
He's not alone. He's got my whole army with him.
Brilliant.
9, 12. He would like there to be less of them. So he is going to, at this point, basically reverse like the shield. And when he starts moving in position again, all of your guys suddenly start kind of slowing down a bit. And then he's just moving through them, just
Okay.
dropping them.
And their defense is that they realize the other group has left and it's just him here, so they're all surrounding him to swarm him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have the freedom of movement.
Yeah, you can add 1 to their defense.
It only puts it at 4, so they need it.
Yeah,
That's enough.
that's enough. So yeah, he tries to come in and they're moving slower, but they're starting to surround him, and so he's having to move faster to dodge the attacks. And if he tries to move faster, it ruins his concentration.
They get to move faster.
Yep. That's him. So he goes to 9 because he failed. They are disengaging and running, so I'm just going to remove them from the combat.
Yay.
And we are at.
Big battle group.
Yes, Scott, you're about a group.
They're just gonna swarm the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Walking Dead style.
Or not. It's 2.
That'll miss. He can parry better than that. Thus,
Well, these are just the folks from Lowtown.
yeah.
Half of them are probably still drunk.
He still hasn't attacked Lust, so she can't imply an intimacy to him. Besides which, so many of her charms are war things. Yeah, she has 6 war charms.
Wow.
Which are doing nothing right now because,
I made her armies go away.
yeah, they were going to start taking the walls here pretty soon.
She's kind of mad at you.
Yeah,
I don't care.
he's already crashed. He's already poisoned. Yeah, but she needs initiative, so she'll go for initiative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. And screw it, she's just going to throw 10 essence at it. So 10 more dice after this. Well, she did pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That beats his defense. He's down by 1 from Morez. So that's 4 net hits.
I got 21.
So it's 14 damage. His 12, so she's only doing 2.
I've got like 17 left right now.
And they're both hits. 6,
I
7.
haven't used any. I've been just using peripheral.
She goes iconic
Yeah,
as
you
well.
know, the vacuum.
And as she starts striking, you see like clouds like growing off of her shoulders, and like lightning is kind of coursing down out of it, but it's mostly like the thunder rumble and clouds spreading from her as she hits. The clouds are lit with that sort of black light that she radiates off her forehead, and she is now a giant black light to the sky. So her teeth are kind of glowing. Her skin is a little bit too, and the red of her outfit starts looking black now because of it.
So that was her basically anima.
Yes. Down to the poor guys that are at negative initiative. You're going at the same time as Mr. Archer, so you guys basically get to clash, and therefore he's going to try to shoot at you. So you're clashing with each other.
Okay.
I think he's already spent his willpower to do so, and technically he shouldn't. You know, you did tell him, "Hey, don't do this inconvenient thing," but at the same time, then you attacked him.
Yeah. Oh, I figured it would give her that. But he can't do a decisive attack, so I'm not going to die.
No.
However, I'm going to demand his surrender as part of my clash action.
Okay. And actually 13 for close. No, 9. 4, 5, 6, 9. So yeah, Tim, you actually did hit him, didn't you? Yeah, you did some damage. So he tried to get the guy in the way, but you still nicked him a bit. But he's on the ground, and you see him just like reach up, grab a bone out of his friend, and he's like,
And
"I'm taking you with me."
I'm like, surrender, and I'm thrusting at his arrow as my defense.
Yeah.
So that like I
Nice.
pierce the arrow.
So you're actually gonna make that an attack then?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Basically
that's
I'm
still cool
I'm
move.
thrusting at the arrow so
Yeah.
that I will continue through the arrow into his bow and into him.
Okay.
Nice.
You gonna spend some essence on this?
Oh fuck yeah.
I would expect so. So your pool is
Well, I get 5. So I'm spending 6. So
Dex is 3 and melee is what?
3.
Okay, so he had 6. Oh yeah, I forgot to take off his wound penalty. No, I forgot to take his wound penalty and the poison away. And he's in close range, so his dice pool is even smaller. Yeah. What he's got left? I mean, every now and then this guy's getting pretty good anyway, but we'll see. Not this time! Not this time! Is that a 9?
Yep.
I think you beat him.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10.
And he got 4. So that's 6 net. And so so take away 6 from your damage pool because he has 12 soak. So 5. You have 11 as your damage.
Yeah.
So 5 dice. Nice. And since he clashes, he gets a -2 to his defense for a round. In addition to the onslaught. Or no, I think that is instead of the onslaught. As you take a -2. Yeah. Just 1. But you do get 1 for a successful attack as well.
Excellent.
Last fool.
Yeah, Clausius.
The guy who just doesn't get a chance.
He's grappled right now.
Yeah, he's. Oh,
No,
yeah,
he's not.
No, he threw.
Oh, yeah,
Flipped it to
you-
decide.
you-
I pile drived him.
That's right. Forgot.
He's gonna try one last time to get you before he goes down. He's going to be like.
With the way I'm rolling, it'll take me at least 3 attacks to do the 3 damage.
I don't know about that. You might.
Get 2-on-1.
He says, "Even if you strike us down, victory is still assured. I am the architect of decline, and there shall be nothing but decline. All energy, every time an action is done, some amount of it is lost permanently. Creation shall fall." And he's going to swing up at you with the sword. You pile drived him and he's kind of laying down, and then basically flip up suddenly, like vampire like just woof, and as he goes past you, reverse it and come back in from behind you.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, as he's coming up, I'm going to take a step back, grab his hand, and try and shove the sword into his chest.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Add 2 to your defense for that.
All right, so it's going to be a 6. And don't forget his -2.
Yeah. So he's at 14. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think he's taking any other penalties. I mean, his defense maybe, but...
Oh, I forgot to do the I'm terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Which isn't a flurry.
No. Let's see what happens with that, because that might actually end the combat if you can get 4. You can spend essence on that, too.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you really?
As long as his presence is a key skill, and it's his penultimate skill is,
Yep.
What is it called?
Supernal.
Supernal ability.
Yeah, fuck it.
Throw it all.
Spending 8 of my 10.
Oh, that you have left? That's all you have
Uh-huh.
left. Nice. You'll have 15 next turn. Assuming the combat's still going on.
He's spending 8 of his 10 left, so that
Oh,
means you got 2.
So you'll
I
have
have
7.
2 left.
You'll have 7 at the next turn. God bless the first excellency.
Yeah, I think you might have got it.
Wait, didn't we get more motes because we're at Essence 2 now?
Our maximum pool goes
yeah.
up
Your maximum pool goes up.
By how much?
to 28 and 15 or something like that.
40 and 16, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's supposed to be.
10.
All right. Yeah, they're done. So they're basically in full route right now, and
So he's got to break away from me.
yeah, has to do combat movement instead. 6, 8. So you do
My rush.
It's athletic. Yeah, it's the same as your rush pool. It's like athletics plus.
At least you're not facing an attack now.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Let me reroll that. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've got 5.
I think he had 4, but yeah, it's 4 either way, so he doesn't make it. You got these guys now.
He starts running, and I just
Calling
grab him
it.
by his armor and say, "Where do you think you're going?"
At this point, I'm gonna let you guys cinematically finish this because they can't get away from you. Realistically.
I go, you got this, with the archer, and run over and jump, ah! And chase after the other guy.
Boltzmann.
Boltzmann.
Yep, because he can potentially get away from.
Oh,
those guys.
no! I go, Sova! Sova grabs him and throws him off the wall.
So go ahead and we'll let you take
Okay.
care of the archer, you take care of Clausius, and you can take care of Boltzmann as you guys see fit. So go ahead and describe how you take care of.
No, please let them go
No,
first
no, you
because
go ahead
I'm
and-
gonna drop the mic.
Okay.
Go ahead and finish what you're
Okay,
doing.
yeah. I like, Sova! Run over towards the guy, and he's like turning to run away himself because of the
Yeah.
terrifying presence, whatever. And I'm going to slide in front of him and use the spear to trip him up so he'll stumble and whatever
Mhm.
and won't be able to really implement his weapons as Sova comes in and grabs him by the shoulders and then gonna chuck him off the edge of the wall.
Normally, this guy would be a little bit too heavy for Sova to carry, but you have a charm for it that Sova can activate.
Uh-huh.
So you basically have to activate that charm
Uh-huh. I got it.
to lift him off the ground. But yeah, he's just. When he hits the ground,
Hey! Jackasses! He's yours!
you hear the sound almost like of a piano hitting the ground kind of thing instead of a person. And then he just explodes into like
Bunch
all
of
these gears and like metal pieces. And there's no blood, he's just turns into something else.
Mm.
For Clausius?
So I've just grabbed him
Yep.
by the back. Where are you going?
And he's like trying to stab at you and shake and everything.
I pull back and I grab his arm and I just twist, shoving the blade up through his blade, up through his jaw, through the top of his head, and then chuck him off the edge.
Okay. As he's flying through the air, he's like dissolving in place and ends up turning into what basically becomes an instantaneous downpour of rain. Like he turns into a cloud and then there's too much of it, so it just lets out rain.
I'm just picturing Winnie the Pooh with the balloon. Tut tut, I'm a rain cloud.
And for Constantine?
And for the mic drop?
Yeah, let's hear this mic drop. I'm interested. Better not let us down.
It's probably gonna let you guys down. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm mic dropping on the campaign.
Okay.
I'm over him basically because he's still on the ground. His bow is pierced.
Okay.
The string is cut. I put my foot on his chest and my blade against his throat. And I say, out of the respect we have for each other, I am giving you your life back. For this, peace will return to the north. Swear it.
Yeah. He's like, I so swear.
And I will spend the essence to make that binding.
Nice. Wait, do you have it?
If I get 5 a turn, yeah. Or I'll wait until I do have it.
Okay. But yeah. And so as you say it, you just the anima again shows up because it just keeps doing it until you go out of it, like iconic. And you can see like 6 red marks like from claws go up and down his chest. The beings on the wall, as they are dying, most of them are turning into, well, the bodies themselves are falling, and out of their stomachs and or chest cavities are growing an entire forest along the top of the wall. And so suddenly you guys find yourself surrounded on the top of a several thousand feet
Except for the
white
area
wall.
around us, because they all
Yeah.
ran away.
Yes. A clear area in the middle, and then a forest full of plants, animals, everything in both directions, otherwise.
Oh, we're Disney princesses.
Walking out of the wall, or out of the forest, are 3 familiar figures. 4, actually, I guess. There is Jules, Gibbs, and
What's his face?
what's his face?
Anyways,
I have it right here. Jules, Gibbs, and Dalton. And with them is Genius of Plate and Bone. She has a massive gore maul over her shoulder. So basically a giant hammer made out of some kind of black material. And her skin is the color of bronze, completely bronze. And on her hammer is quite a bit of blood.
The campaign fades to black as I attack them because I don't like any of them.
Yeah!
And again, I tackle somebody out of the
But
way.
as they come up, Gibbs says, "You've done a magnificent job here, but the true fight still lies to the north. You thought this was the edge of creation, but the edge is much further out, and the numbers much higher." And that's where we'll end
Yay!
it. Save the day with one charm. And the last of us.
Oh! Okay. Being frustrated that entire fight became worth it.
Worth it in the end. We will have one more episode in this series where we deconstruct some things, and I get to finally talk about some stuff that I've been holding as a secret for like 4 months, 5 months now. I'm wanting to talk about this whole time, especially with you guys. So we'll finally get to talk about those next time, and you guys will get a chance to say how frustrating and maybe how cool the system was.
Yep.
What you liked, disliked.
And if you want to hear that, come support us on Patreon. You'll get the episode early.
See y'all next
And
time.
you'll get to vote on what happens after the next campaign.
Yep.
Bye.